And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't.
I think I had that all my life.
And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now. Sends a new group in for the Nets. Bargnani has checked in for Thomas Robinson. Wright comes in for Johnson. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Freak subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Indiana also making some changes. Terrence Jones has checked in for Turner. Stuckey comes in for C.J. Miles. And George Hills subbed in for Ellis. Freak in at point guard. Bargnani is out there with Terrell Wright. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Freak with it. George picks him up. And that is good. 15 points for Freak.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Bargnani, the stupendous finish in traffic.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Pacers trail by 7. Stuckey dishes to George. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Off with the layup.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Stuckey. And it's Freak missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
No problems knocking that one down. And it's 7 points here for George.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you've got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
The Nets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight, and he knocks down the first one. Hill, he's checked in for Indiana.
2 shots.
Brook Lopez hits them both.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Elbow shot is on the way. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. And that's 17 points for Freak. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Pick up by Hill. Hill passes to Hill. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Hill's got 8.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Kicks it to Lopez. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Freak missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And the wide open shot from Stuckey. From outside, off the mark. And that does it for the first half of play. Nets lead by 6. We'll see you back here after the break.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Very nice offensive first half from the reserves. You guys had a big impact. We'll be coming back to you in the second half. One place we've had success was in the low post on offense. Great positioning. Good job finding the open passing lanes and getting the ball in tight. And let's head out there in the third with one play in mind that will get our offense rolling. The pick and roll. Let's see what kind of answer they have for that. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested. Sutherland making some changes. Robinson comes in for Brook Lopez. And Freak subbed in for Jarrett Jack. The Pacers also with a sub. Turner's checked in. On the court right now for the Pacers. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then it's Paul George. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Turner in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
To the left wing. And Bogdanovich kicks to Freak. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson dishes to Freak. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. 19 points for Freak.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
The drive by Hill. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Pass to Freak. Johnson left side. He kicks it to Freak. Shot from the top of the key, and he nails the jumper. Freak's got 4 points this quarter.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Now here's Ellis. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Bargnani has checked in for Brooklyn. In Indiana with a change here, too. Miles has checked in. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. They double him with Freak. Turner with it, and Bargnani picks him up defensively. Here's Miles. Johnson with the defensive effort.
You know what? His finishing ability not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Pacers trail by 7. George with the ball. He has 7. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, just shook his man loose with a crafty play inside.
And then the dunk just tops it off beautiful.
High-level skills being showcased out there now, fellas. I mean, that was a terrific hoop.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
Ellis outside. And the layup is good. Ellis has got 6 points.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And he's finally getting the feel from beyond. His second 3 of the half right there.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ellis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Some changes for Brooklyn. Wright, he's checked in for Johnson. Hollis Jefferson. Here's Freak. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Freak, he's in at the point. Thomas Robinson is out there with Young. Then it's Terrell Wright. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Hill, no good. Now here's Freak. He's guarded by Ellis. That's good. And the Nets lead by 12.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Freak misses the three. Stuckey misses there. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, Clark, made the difference.
Well, you know, at this stage, you've got to defend your home floor, and they did that.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Good win.
Well, gentlemen, I'm here with Joe Johnson. And, Joe, congratulations on what was a fine performance. What stood out in your mind as the difference in this ballgame?